Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about Lewis Hamilton's comments on Max Verstappen ahead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, as well as an update on Yuki Tsunoda's future. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. Now, as we know, in the Qatar Grand Prix, Max Verstappen won, Oscar Piastri finished in P2, and Lando Norris finished in P4, and as a result, the title fight goes to the last race in Abu Dhabi, with Norris 12 points ahead of Verstappen and 16 points ahead of Piastri. Now, Piastri should have won the Grand Prix. He dominated the whole weekend, but the reason he did not win was because of a McLaren strategy error, and through that error, Lando Norris did not even get onto the podium. And if you want to find out more, I'll leave a link to a video I've done in the description. Now, when Lewis Hamilton was informed of Verstappen, Piastri and Norris's results in the Grand Prix, Hamilton could not hide his shock, with him saying, as quoted by Racing News 365, "Wow, I thought Piastri won. Well, that's exciting. It goes right to the wire." Now, as we know, Hamilton last fought for the title in 2021 against Max Verstappen, and in that season, the title went down to the last race. And when asked specifically about Verstappen, Hamilton praised Verstappen and Red Bull, with him saying, as quoted by Racing News 365, "We all know Max does a great job. I think he's got a phenomenal team behind him. There's no denying that the best car really over the last 4 years, and maybe less so at the beginning of this year. But they somehow came back. He's obviously got a great car, but he does an amazing job with it, so fair play to him." But let's move on to Red Bull. Now, it was recently reported that the team had made its decision on its 2026 Formula 1 driver lineup and will announce it on Tuesday. And if you want to find out more what was said on that, I'll leave a link to a video I've done in the description. But essentially, the race say that Tsunoda is set to be replaced by Isaac Hadjar in Red Bull Racing, as has been expected for several races. But in terms of Tsunoda's future, the race went on to say it's unclear if Tsunoda will remain on the grid by returning to the sister Racing Bulls team though. Red Bull have been weighing up which two to choose from: Tsunoda, Liam Lawson and Formula 2 race winner Arvid Lindblad. Now, in a separate report, motorsport.com said it understands that Hadjar will become Verstappen's new teammate and Lindblad will be promoted to an F1 seat at Racing Bulls, with the publication going on to saying this leaves the remaining seat between Tsunoda and Liam Lawson, although a report from Dutch publication De Telegraaf states that Lawson will be retained, leaving Tsunoda without a full-time race seat in 2026. Now, if that's the case, I can understand that decision. At the end of the day, the Red Bull Junior team is for young drivers looking to show what they can do in Formula 1 and maybe eventually get a promotion into the Red Bull team. And Tsunoda is not a junior driver anymore. He's been in Formula 1 since 2021 and has got a lot of experience. So yeah, it looks like, according to reports, Tsunoda could lose a race drive for 2026. However, motorsport.com say that Red Bull's talks with Honda over an engine deal to retain its V6 turbo hybrid powertrains for testing of previous cars running could present a lifeline for Tsunoda to retain Formula 1 involvement. Now, as we know, Red Bull is developing its own power unit from 2026 onwards, and this is being done in conjunction with Ford. However, motorsport.com says it's learned that Red Bull is in talks with Honda about a deal for next year over testing of previous cars, with the publication going on to say Red Bull wants to finalise the deal with Honda, continue conducting TPC testing next year, which will be important to give Lindblad additional F1 time if necessary, and to allow other talent from the junior programme to get used to F1 equipment when they're ready. And motorsport.com went on to say the TPC deal could still mean a reserve role for Tsunoda at both Red Bull teams, including a TPC programme for himself. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.